It started small. A few strands of silk on the railings, then more. Across the alley walls, like something had been preparing. They found the cat halfway up the stairs, wrapped. Completely still. A slow metallic scrape echoed from above. Something shifted in the dark. Too many limbs. Too long. Burned flesh fused with silk. It was a regular evening. Mika and Aya had just finished grabbing some snacks from the convenience store. They strolled through familiar streets, laughing about minor dramas and weekend plans. Neon signs buzzed faintly, and the air smelled of rain lingering on asphalt.
I can't believe we finally have some free time, just walking around.
Yeah, feels like the first normal weekend in ages.
As they passed the small park, thin strands of spider silk caught the light, stretching across a low fence. Mika paused.
Huh, look at this. Spider silk? Already here?
Strange, I don't remember seeing these yesterday.
They continued walking past an old cafe, and then a narrow alley by the apartment block. Each familiar corner now had delicate threads glimmering faintly in the streetlights. The silk was subtle, almost decorative, but too plentiful to be natural.
It's everywhere, across railings, trash cans, even over the street signs.
Feels wrong, like someone, or something, left it intentionally.
Turning into a quieter alley behind an abandoned building, the threads became thicker, denser. Something lay at the base of the stairs, a small form that barely moved.
Is that a cat?
It's not moving. Something's wrong.
The cat was already lifeless, tangled in thick layers of spider silk. Its eyes stared blankly, and faint scorch marks hinted at a violent end. The strands held the body in place, shimmering subtly in the dim light.
Oh no, it's dead! This is bad.
Look at the silk. This isn't just nature. Someone, or something, is leaving these signs.
The air grew colder, the alley darker. Shadows stretched unnaturally along the walls, merging with the glistening threads. The girls realized the presence they had thought they'd left behind was still out there, watching, patient, and hungry.
Last time we saw silk like this. Something was controlling it, moving it.
And now it's everywhere. Feels like it's watching us.
The dead cat lay bound in the thick strands, its body eerily still, yet the silk itself seemed almost alive, quivering faintly as if sensing movement, stretching slowly across corners, stair rails, and trash cans.
Everywhere we go, it's like the threads are following.
Yeah, like it's testing us, seeing what we do next.
The alley seemed to breathe. Shadows shifted at the edge of vision, just beyond recognition. A faint metallic scraping echoed from above, then vanished. Each step they took made the threads quiver. Each glance revealed new glimmers of silk they hadn't noticed before.
I don't like this. The threads aren't random. They lead somewhere or someone.
Then we just have to be careful. Watch every step, every turn.
The alley had transformed from familiar to uncanny. What had seemed like harmless debris moments ago now felt like part of a patient, deliberate design. The night was quiet, but every strand, every shadow whispered that something unseen was moving just out of sight. Mika and Aya moved cautiously along the alley. Every corner, every railing seemed to glimmer with fine silk. What had started as a few scattered threads now formed faint, deliberate patterns, as if guiding or herding them.
These threads, they're almost like a map. I can't tell if it's leading somewhere or keeping us in place.
Feels like we're being watched. Every time we slow down, the threads twitch.
The alley stretched longer than memory served. Shadows deepened, and the faint metallic scrape of silk brushing against metal echoed intermittently, coming from different directions at once. Ahead, a small bundle stirred. A second stray cat, alive but tangled in dense silk, yowled pitifully. Its eyes reflected the dim light, pleading.
Hold on, we'll get you out. Don't struggle.
I don't like this. The silk. It's too precise. Feels controlled.
As they reached for the cat, the silk tightened subtly around their hands. Not violently, but with a deliberate, testing pressure. They recoiled, realizing that the threads weren't just for the animals. They were sensing, probing, waiting.
Something's here, but I can't see it. It's like the threads themselves are alive.
And it's patient, watching how we move, what we do next.
The alley seemed to pulse with life. Every trash bin, every railing, Every corner reflected tiny glimmers of silk that hadn't been there a moment ago. Faint shadows flickered across walls, sometimes merging with the threads, sometimes vanishing before they could be identified.
It's like it's drawing us in closer to something. I can feel it in the air.
Then we just stay together, watch each other's backs.
The faint sound of a scraping, soft yet deliberate, echoed from above, as if something moved along the stairwell. The threads stretched, some brushing their legs, almost like fingers tracing their path.
We're not safe yet. We have to be careful and ready for whatever's waiting.
The threads converged near the base of a back stairwell behind the building. The air was colder here, a metallic tang mixed with the scent of damp concrete. Every step they took toward the stairwell made the silk vibrate faintly, as if sensing intent.
It's too perfect, too deliberate.
Yeah, something wants us here, and it's waiting.
The alley behind them had faded into shadow. Every sound amplified, the distant hum of the city, the wind rattling loose trash, the subtle quiver of silk threads. The trap was tightening, unseen, patient, and waiting for the moment they would step too close. The stairwell loomed ahead, narrow and dimly lit. Concrete steps glistened faintly from recent rain. Silk threads stretched across the railings and walls, crisscrossing like a web woven with purpose.
Stay close. Every step we take, the threads react.
It feels alive, like it knows we're here.
The further they moved up the stairs, the colder it became. Every shadow seemed longer, stretching unnaturally, merging with the silk. The faint metallic scrape echoed again, this time from above, just out of sight. Halfway up, they noticed the tangled cat, now completely wrapped in glistening silk. It mewled weakly, helpless.
Hang on, we'll get you out.
It's too perfect, almost like it's bait.
As Mika reached for the cat, a shadow flickered across the top of the stairwell. Too fast, too fluid to be human. The air pulsed with anticipation, a subtle vibration that ran along the silk threads.
Something's up there, I can feel it.
And it's watching, waiting for us to move.
Suddenly, a torrent of thick silk shot down from above, wrapping around the steps, railing, and walls. The cat yowled, struggling in Mika's hands. Threads lashed like living things, forcing the two back, separating them slightly.
Watch out! It's strong!
I can't. Everything's moving. It's like it's alive.
From the shadows above, a grotesque, spider-like silhouette emerged. Jorōgumo, half human, half tangled, scarred from the fire. Its face a horrifying blend of flesh and shadow. Its many legs, glistening with silk, scraped the walls, every movement deliberate and predatory.
It's her from before.
And she's worse disfigured, angry.
The silk tightened around the stairwell, forming near impenetrable walls. Mika and Aya ducked and wove between strands, the cat still trembling in Mika's arms. Every movement triggered more threads, lashing out like extensions of the creature itself.
Keep moving, remember last time, fire.
We have to survive this, just like before.
Even without seeing the creature fully, its presence was undeniable. The stairwell had become a living trap, every corner, every thread a test of courage and instinct. Mika and Aya realized the cat was never the target. It was the lure, the threads, the narrow stairwell, the shadows. They were all part of a design, leading them toward the predator waiting above.
It's clever using fear and curiosity against us.
Then we'll have to be smarter, and we know what can stop her.
Above them, a flicker of scarred, spider-like limbs paused, sensing their intentions. The first strike had come, and the true confrontation was only beginning. The stairwell felt narrower than ever. Every step Mika and Aya took echoed loudly, the shadows seeming to stretch toward them. Silk threads shimmered faintly along the walls, like invisible fingers brushing against the damp concrete.
It's close. I can feel it.
Stay sharp. It's moving with us.
From above, a distorted, scarred face emerged in the shadows. A grotesque, spider-like visage, watching, calculating. The camera of the mind's eye could almost frame its huge, twisted head against the dim light, each scarred detail terrifyingly clear. A sudden crack! Sparks flew from a loose, old electrical box. Faint smoke curled from the ceiling, licking the old wood. The creature shrieked and recoiled slightly, its attention now split between the threads and the growing hazard.
Look! Sparks, maybe it's a chance.
But we don't have anything ready. We have to act fast.
That might help, but be careful.
Step back, don't get burned. Just use it to keep her off us.
The fire was tiny, a hazard, and a tool at the same time. Its warmth pushed the threads back slightly, giving the girls just enough room to maneuver. Jorōgumo lunged from above, silk whipping violently. Mika and Aya ducked instinctively. The fire spread along the scattered wood, crackling, illuminating the grotesque face of the creature. Its many legs skittered, the smoke curling around its twisted form.
Step back, let the flames do the work.
For a heartbeat, the stairwell was chaos, sparks, silk threads writhing, and the flickering silhouette of the Jorōgumo pinned between shadows and flame. The alley filled with smoke and the scent of charred silk. Shadows danced violently across the walls as the creature writhed, twisting in futile attempts to escape the growing blaze. Jorōgumo's massive head flinched from the fire one last time, then fell limp among the tangled, burning threads. The stairwell grew still, smoke rising lazily, the faint crackle of dying flames the only sound.
It's gone. I think it's finally over.
We made it. Just keep the cat safe.
The stairwell was silent, except for the hiss of embers. The creature's presence had been overwhelming, relentless. But the accidental fire, combined with quick thinking, had finally given them a chance to escape. They leaned against the railings, shaken but alive. The cat, still trembling, looked up at them as if understanding. The shadows had not fully disappeared. Jorōgumo's memory lingered in the twisted threads, but the immediate threat had passed.
Last time, fire saved us, and this time, it almost did it again.
And now we know even small things like a spark can turn the tide. But we can't rely on luck forever.
Suddenly, from below, the stairwell echoed with loud, chaotic voices. Shouts, footsteps, and the distant wail of a fire engine filled the air. The building had drawn attention. Neighbors, passers-by, emergency responders, all converging.
We need to get out. Now!
Move! Don't look back!
Smoke curled along the steps, embers glowing faintly. Every shadow seemed to retreat in the chaos of human presence. With the cat cradled safely, they scrambled down the stairwell, away from the fire and the unseen menace above, disappearing into the night as sirens blared and voices grew louder. Subscribe to Whispers Beyond Archives, and follow Mika and Aya as they continue their investigation into the hidden spirits of Japan.